it's that time of the week again where we are all taking a look into Germany to start machine gunning facepalms. Because of this guy passing a load of cars. This alone wouldn't be a big deal if he wouldn't intend to turn instantly after and block off all those cars he needed to get in front of. Oh boy, welcome to the pain of crowd observations number 95, and I hope you got your forehead lotion ready. The problem in traffic all over the world is that everybody's taking themselves as more important than others. Staying relaxed behind a slow truck? Impossible! Snow. Yeah, winter's coming, if you like it or not. Some would say that wasn't very close. Same spot, a week later. How could he not recognize us? You never know if it is because of incompetence or distraction. That is what I am asking myself about this person here. How can you be so lost that you're intending to turn in such a messed up fashion? And our man Benny seems to be, quotation marks, lucky to be finding such special cases rather often. This car here is correctly stopping at the pedestrian crossing, while some BMWs already flashing at him from behind and then overtaking on the crossing, which is illegal. This guy can't be for real. Here we are with Chris in a roadwork zone on the freeway. Okay, I gotta say a few things, so please bear with me while repeating this clip a few times. So first, you do see how those markings are leading the right lane further to the right, and this truck would have been supposed to follow it, I think that is clear. Chris was alone, but there were two people in the truck, who then told the cops that it was Chris who swerved into their lane and caused the accident, which obviously is an incredible lie. Those dirty motherfuckers are willing to screw over somebody else for their mistake. If you ask me, for such a thing, they should lose their license permanently. The truck driver could not have been any more at fault for this crash. That is a major example why you need to have a dashcam. Who knows how many of such scumbags are succeeding with their lies when another driver does not have a camera. And if you don't have one, I cannot stress enough how badly you should get one. If anybody of you watchers still doesn't have a dashcam and will keep driving without one, I would like to hear a statement from you why you do that. I feel naked without a dashcam. Outside of town, speed limit of 100 kph, yeah, why not pass somebody in a blind corner? What could go wrong? But we gotta ask, why is this truck standing in this bad spot? Oh, that doesn't look very good. We are coming from a lower priority road to be entering the main road, which got right of way. Sure, very complicated. It's not like road markings would make it very clear where you should be stopping for checking traffic, right? And who would guess that a supposedly professional driver of this van would back up away from the main road to not be in the way? Nah, that would make too much sense. We can't have that. And this is how that would look like from the other perspective.
Jetzt links abbiegen in die Klostergasse.
Let's remain in town and take a look at some more craziness happening there. Always the sad story of people always being too lazy to check their shoulder. Why would you? It's not like anybody could ever appear next to you in town where rarely anybody's driving. Is that what they are thinking? Oh, now that is a very beautiful bike lane. And it is migrating the right-of-way from the main road right next to it. So a crossroad needs to wait for cyclists. And this stupid driver did not only fail to look at all, he even honks at us and gestures around, apparently because he doesn't know the goddamn rules. Our man is behind a car being towed and he checks his rearview mirror to look out for a proper moment to pass them, when he observes this. This car over there is running the wipers like mad, and the head of the driver is moving around. He's driving like drunk, and why is that? Because his windshield is all frozen up and he's hoping that the wipers are scratching off the ice. Are you kidding me? Starting to drive around without being able to see anything through your windshield? Is your health and your life not worth to spend 2 minutes to somehow clear it? I need to relax, but people give me a hard time. The following guy here also shows clear behavior that he should not have a license. Passing us over the turn lane, speeding quite heavily, and because that's not enough, running the red light while speeding past another car over the bus lane. Any questions? That was obviously very intentional. What is not intentional, but still rather dangerous, is people failing to overtake cyclists in an even remotely safe fashion. The joy of obliviousness, which is also the thing in this clip here. Who's got the obstacle on his side has to wait. But only if you're not totally reckless and force oncoming traffic to a stop, like this Toyota driver. At this spot, we want to turn right, and then turn left right after. So where are we supposed to position ourselves here? I mean, there seems to be some really poor solid line to the left. I think our man did it right, but it seems to be a very suboptimal traffic design because looking at how run down this line is, people constantly do it like we saw it. 225 on the freeway. Yeah, the drawbacks of being allowed to race like mad on the Autobahn. People often don't check their mirrors, and even if they do, sometimes it's hard to judge the speed of a car coming from behind. Oh no, a truck! Must try my best to pass! But bikers and safety, it is a weird story, especially distance. What about the distance? It's very natural that bikers want to pass. I also want to pass slower vehicles when I can, but only when I safely can. Even a bike with its awesome acceleration comes to its limits. You can't ignore blind corners because you assume that you can pass cars in 1/4 of a second. It does take longer, even with a sports bike. Those bikers here don't seem to have a perception of danger, keeping on sticking to other cars' bumpers and one day being all surprised when somebody suddenly brakes and their machine ending up as a pile of scrap metal. And a perception of danger is also something that many cyclists are lacking. The light is green, but Your Majesty cannot wait for the whole line to start moving, obviously. Your Majesty needs to be in front, obviously. You are supposed to keep moving on the left lane. But why is this guy braking? Daily business. Cyclists must be overtaken, you know that. And checking your mirrors or shoulder in traffic seems to be such a demanding task that many people fail at this. A calm night, nobody on the road, just the right time to drive by your own rules, ain't that right? Oh damn, another roundabout. Better get ready for mayhem. Huh, nothing happened this time. Oh, that's too bad. That is what happens when you have too much fun with a car with rear-wheel drive. 1,800 bucks of damage and quite a headache because the driver got thrown around in there. But always stay positive. It could have been a lot worse if he had hit another car. Priority to ride also counts for cyclists. Certainly counts for scooters too. And cars. A very complicated concept, it seems. Taking the corner like a truck.
Yo!
With your Fiat Panda. We can see cars entering the freeway over an acceleration lane. Look at how long this lane is. It is totally stupid to instantly move onto the runway. Our man was not able to move over onto the middle lane because there was this other car. Blind corner and a big vehicle blocking the sight? Perfect time for passing. And concerning idiotic passes?
Unsere Rolle als Sultana ist ausgespielt. Wir können zur Demaskierung schreiten.
The WTF meter is completely killing its bearings. This red light there only stops people who want to turn right. But when somebody wants to turn, it makes all the people wait unless you don't care for your tires and bump over this curb to pass the vehicles over the tram tracks. Pretty damn loud here. Can you still hear your environment? Flo admitted that the music was a little loud because he did not hear the horn of the cops. You should always have your music not louder than your ability to hear your surroundings, but we're all just human, and I'm sorry, this tune is f***ing awesome. I would also like to run it at full blast. Point fingers at me if you like, but I'd like to point somewhere else. This father of the year, without wasting a single look, entering the road with his kid. Wasn't so bad, you say? He's bypassing this car here, and he was certainly intending to just run the light as it coincidentally turned green. Additionally, the father is on his phone while obliviously scooting through traffic. What a role model. Approaching another roundabout, and to the left you see a cyclist entering the circle. But he doesn't seem to be leaving it. Well, the truck driver missed the cyclist, and the cyclist had to go for a hard brake and fell. But incredible coincidence has an ambulance just driving by in the roundabout. The paramedics go check for the cyclist, our man gets out to check the situation too, but the cyclist was totally fine and literally kept on going like nothing happened. In case you haven't been shaking your heads enough for today, ahead there is a car changing to the left lane, and I don't think this was anything like a close one. The speed limit is 120 kph, which we are already going, and this previous very normal lane change seems to be such a big problem for the guy in front of us that his monkey brain switches to caveman mode. He slowed down the other driver to somewhere around 65 kph, and I gotta mention something here. We usually try to stay somewhat gender neutral on the channel, but this disgusting behavior to go for some stupid poor man's revenge is almost entirely a male thing. The word is caveman for a reason. Women rarely show such gross and aggressive driving. I vote for the ladies. An acceleration lane. I smell shite. Yeah, without accelerating, getting on the freeway at 40 kph and slowing down the truck. Way to go. You know, not all bikers are insane organ donors. Some just like to dress up. If you are tired of life, a good way to end your misery would be to just make a quick turn on a country road with your bicycle without looking or any hand signals. No more suffering for sure. We got a priority to right situation here, so naturally our man stops for somebody coming from the right side. So impatient people gotta be like, yeah, that's a great spot for pushing myself past this car with a trailer. Hopefully he will learn something about patience in traffic. We get a green light, so the other light is already red for a while. Yeah, please keep honking more. It's not like anybody would like to sleep at night. The light turns and we are allowed to accelerate to 50 kph. But the biker didn't get the memo. Bikers and traffic rules fit together like a peanut butter sandwich and mustard. In this case here, we get to see a very law-abiding citizen.
Er ist bestimmt 60 gefahren.
Aha. Mal 2 oder mal 3.
Oh, were they guessing very moderately. Through our calculations, this biker was roughly going 240 kph. This guy is insane and apparently in dire search of his grave. And with this bombshell, that's it for this episode. Remember to click the episode you see on screen or take another episode from the playlist. I am Mark, I am out, and see you next week again.